to our next topic. We're going to start the topic off based upon a little conversation we had prior to coming back on. People don't communicate to each other what they need, what they like, what they want. And when they do, people don't seem, the other person doesn't seem to take it as seriously as they should. So, if you could give Miss P, the opposite sex, advice on relationships and how to make it work, what would you tell a man?
I would tell him what I need. I would tell him what I want. I would tell him my dreams, my visions. I would tell him that I'm interested in what he likes, what he's interested in.
What is your advice to him, though? What does he need to do to make sure he does it right?
My advice to him is to pay attention to the things that bring me joy and peace, that excite me, that move me.
Paying attention. Taking notes, remembering the things that make you smile.
Paying attention, because it's never about ourselves. It's always about the other person. In order to get that level of joy and just appreciation, which most women feel we're always underappreciated.
Okay.
And that's usually what breaks up marriages. Really, I think that's the breaking point for a lot of relationships. Is the fact that people feel
underappreciated. That's a great thing. I believe that too. I mean, I don't know if that's the main thing, but I do believe that's something very serious in a lot of relationships. So, Mr. Ken, what advice would you give a woman as far to make sure that she knows what she's supposed to do in order to keep you as a man?
Well, to keep me as a man, it's simple. Just get butt naked. I'm just
Oh no, he's serious.
Oh, I know he's serious.
I'm so
Go ahead.
Very serious.
But no, but my thing is because, I tell these women all the time, the number one thing that men do not like is insecurity. Okay? You have to be confident that he's with you, because insecurity will run a man away. Okay? Dating a man just for his money, yeah, at first it's cool, but then it gets old.
He said at first it's cool.
Then I always tell women also, stop listening to your friends. Alright? Especially the ones who don't have any happy relationships, ones who've been hurt by men. Don't listen to them. Never do that.
That's true.
Because she's going to give you some advice, and she's going to mess up your entire program. I promise you.
I agree.
So make sure you always get butt naked now, alright? I'm serious.
That always works at the beginning.
But no, that needs to work throughout.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the main things in a relationship. That shouldn't be taken lightly. Even though you said butt naked, but we know what he meant. So, Ms. Jeanette, what advice would you give to the men out there on how to love a woman?
You have to express yourself. You have to let the woman know what you like. And maybe she'll join in, maybe she won't. And just talk and communicate and listen.
Okay. Mr. Elijah?
My advice would be, I would piggyback off what Ken said. Definitely don't tell your friends your business, because they won't forgive you as fast as your woman will. I've learned that through experience.
That's
and
true.
I like to let nature take its course. I tell you what I expect. Because if I tell you everything I like, then you might run a little game on me. You might not be happy. But when you do something that I like, I'm going to let you know I like it.
I like that. That makes sense.
Don't be so beachy. Don't be so beachy. A lot of men... Yeah. Beachy. A lot of men tend to fuss about things that, that are so irrelevant.
Right.
It's not that serious. And then again, most importantly, the small things, they mean so much to us as women. If it's just putting a candy bar, that turns me on. Put a candy bar by my bedside.
She said,
oh my God, yes. I love that. The small I'm just saying, whatever. It's there. You're thinking about me. It's small,
right?
But it means so much.
I agree.
It means so much to a woman.
I agree.
I'm just saying, a lot of men tend to overlook. Why that ain't mean that much?
Yeah,
to you it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? To you it doesn't mean that. But
I agree.
To us as women, okay?
That's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
my point. My advice to people is exactly, what you just said at the end. We tend to, at the beginning of relationships, we start off finding out the things that the person likes, that makes them happy, and we do those up until a certain point. We feel on both sides, women and men, that once we fall in love and we're here, we ain't got to do that no more. Which is the stupidest thing in the world.
Yes, it is.
But if you look at relationships, that's exactly. But see, the problem is people don't. You think about relationships, and I'm going to bring this up. It's a stereotype, but it is true when it comes to women. Okay, in the beginning, I'm gonna be super sexy for you when I need to be, and we're gonna have sex here and there. But once 3-4 years pass, we're married. Oh, I don't have to do that no more. I'm coming to bed with the scarf on.
There's more routine.
You know why?
Shoes that don't
Because
match.
not even that candy bar there on the.
But see, I'm not finished though. You're absolutely right, because when it flips on but see, no, she's just saying. But on the flip side, the men will stop doing the things that you used to do. I got flowers all the time when we were dating. Only time I get a flower now is on Mother's Day or if you messed up.
You
know what I'm saying?
Well, that's just
that's
me.
because you're naggy now, okay?
That's just me.
But the problem
You have to do
is
something to make things fresh and new, and you
but
can't
both
be
parties.
boring. You can't be
Both
boring.
parties
You gotta
have
keep
to
it
be.
fresh.
People get tired of boredom.
But both parties do.
Really?
No,
They do.
nobody. You remember, just like
what do you do to
And
make
that's
it
why
new,
you
do
fresh, and
exact-
creative?
It doesn't even have to be
It's
new,
not
fresh,
even-
and creative.
You
It
know
just
what?
has to be
Sometimes it
consistent.
And that's
Now you
Sometimes
have to
that
have
is what
that,
it is.
Exactly.
but there's no consistency in relationships.
You know what? And you're right.
Because people grow tired of the same old thing.
Yeah,
But you know what? Let me tell
They
you.
really do.
Let me tell you. Oh, I agree.
They really do.
And that's what
agree.
They
cheap.
really do.
Because
that's
you do
why
the same
people
old
go
thing,
out
and somebody
and
come in and do
they
something differently.
Right.
There you go.
They do.
But you know what?
Because
My
you're
thing
not
is this.
exciting me
Okay, but let me
anymore.
say
Exactly,
this.
but that's
You're
what
not
it is.
exciting me anymore.
My question is, are you telling that person I'm not excited anymore?
Exactly.
No.
No,
The problem is people don't
They
talk.
throw
No, the problem
They
is
throw hits.
communication. That is the key.
Yeah, they're
The key
not
to
talking
good
to each
relationships
other.
Exactly.
is good
Exactly.
communication.
Tell me.
Really.
But see, let me. You just said, oh, this girl can do a trick.
Yeah.
Did you tell your girl you like that trick?
Absolutely.
Did you
No, you
take it so
didn't.
she could see
No,
how
you
she
didn't.
did
In the
it?
name of Jesus. That's my point. That's my point. Let me tell y'all one thing. I
Trust
talked
me,
to
I'll
a.
tell you exactly what I
Let
want.
me tell you this. I
Don't
talked to a young lady. Listen, I talked to a young lady who told me this exact words, and I believe it was maybe been Diane Keaton. I'm gonna make sure I find out what Star said this, but they asked her about how does she feel about her husband being around a lot of beautiful women, and she said he loves red hair. And she said, well, how do you like him doing this movie with the with red hair? She said, I went and dyed my hair red. That's what you do, because now you're coming home.
That's
you got
tailoring
that
your
red.
needs to your relationship.
But you're supposed to. Absolutely. Why not? Why not dye it? Why
That's
not?
why I have to switch.
Well, see, but that's okay.
In the beginning,
you can buy a wig
in the
and say, I'm
beginning,
this person.
wig,
You
In the
can
beginning,
use
I said
all of that.
that
Exactly.
it's important to me in my relationship that I find out what it is my man likes.
Exactly.
For that very reason.
Right.
If that's what he likes, and I want to keep him interested,
Exactly.
I want to keep his attention on
Exactly.
me.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take it to another level
Right.
and do some of the things that might not be so comfortable for me.
But see, that's another
Because
problem.
sometimes
But
it's
it might
about
excite you just
you
for
being
fun.
comfortable.
But you know what?
I'm not comfortable with that. I don't like that.
Sometimes you need to sacrifice being comfortable sometimes. And when I say sacrifice being comfortable, I don't mean your morals and all that, but sacrifice, just like I had a question from somebody who sent to me. She was saying that her guy likes to go to strip clubs. He goes once or twice a month. She hates it. However, my thing is this. I asked her, do you have a stripper pole? She said, no, why would I have that? If your man likes strip clubs, if you don't want him to go to the strip club, then put that pole up, go to the club, get you some tips, and then make it happen for him. There's nothing
But
wrong
you
with
see
you
that
doing
already.
it.
Let me see something new.
No, see now that's where the problem comes in, because you're never going to be satisfied.
Right.
Because if your woman gets a strip pole and puts it in the house, that's not you haven't seen that before.
But
You saw the
doing
stripper. But see, you don't want to be satisfied. You just want to do what you want to do.
Right.
Because she's trying to. But see, then that wouldn't work for you. You will always want something else.
And you're not the one.
Exactly.
You'll always want till you get what you're supposed to have.
But that's my point. He's saying he wants his woman to do tricks, but now I just presented
She
a
doing the
trick,
trick.
and that's not good enough for him.
That's not the woman you want doing the trick.
Exactly. But see, that's my point.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my point.
So why are you with this woman?
If I do TV, you don't change the channel.
It's a
Then why
situation.
be with
It's a
her?
situation.
Right.
Okay, again, so
Okay.
she is the new norm.
Okay.
I'm not even saying
Right.
that's cheating, okay? I mean, because like a strip club, that's not really.
Well, no. We're talking about something. We're talking about something different. You're talking about something. You didn't went to something else. No, that's absolutely not cheating. But the problem is, if you're with this woman and you're saying, just a few minutes ago, you said, I want to see a chick do tricks, and if your woman does that trick for you, and you just said it's not the same. I saw the trick, somebody else did it.
Well,
So
if you
then
really
why
got a
even?
down chick, she'll tell her come home to her pole, do these tricks for him, then go home.
Exactly.
How could
Yeah.
your woman be the
Then
one that does the trick and you not be satisfied?
That's my
She
point.
might not be well equipped.
Exactly. Pay attention. Listen.
So why is she your woman?
Exactly.
It's just a taboo
And
thing.
then
No, you see,
People
It might
want what they can't have.
so
Okay.
listen.
Michael Jordan look good shooting a jump shot way better than me.
Well, but
Exactly.
that's
So if you
not
want to
problem.
go see the Bulls play, cool.
That's true.
Exactly.
I
You want to listen to Teddy
respect that.
Pendergrass?
Exactly.
Cool. He
But
get you ready.
but that's
I'll
not-
tell you after
But
that.
that's not the point. She doesn't have to be perfect because you're not. The point is she's taking that next step to do
Right.
something extra for you.
I didn't say that was wrong. He said if he wasn't satisfied
where do-
still,
No.
then maybe they need to
That's
do an
not what he
alternative
said.
route.
Exactly.
That's not what he
Alternative
said.
motive.
That's
That's
not
all
what
I'm
he
saying.
said.
That's all I'm saying.
I
No,
wasn't
that is
saying
not
that it
what
was
you
looking
said.
That is what I'm saying.
That's what he said. That's his exact words.
You should explore that look first.
Yeah.
That was his exact words.
Well-
he said something different
Right,
from what you
right,
said.
Look,
Welcome back to the Nightcap with yours truly, Tlj. Right now, we're going to wind down the show with our 3 needs. This is something I'm going to do on each one of my shows and ask my guests, what are their 3 needs when it comes to a relationship, whether you're in one or not. My 3 needs are love, Lord, and loyalty. My man has to know how to love me. He has to know how to love himself. And when I say love me, I don't just mean physically, which is the main thing. Please believe it. But I mean my heart. I need you to know how to love me. I don't want you to over-love me, but I want to feel loved, and I don't want it to feel like it's your job to love me. I want to feel like you're happy to love me. I need my man to be in a relationship with God. I don't want you to talk about going to church just because I go to church. When I say relationship, I mean you have to have a personal relationship with God. I don't know if you have a personal relationship with me. Loyalty is my last need. It's absolutely imperative for my person who I'm with to be loyal, because I am a loyal person. And loyal people can't deal with unloyal people. It doesn't work well. We don't mesh. It is what it is. So, Mrs. P, what is your 3 needs in a relationship?
I piggyback you. First and foremost, he has to love the Lord and serve God. And second, we have to pray. We have to pray together. That's important to me. Prayer is very, very key. And thirdly is devotion. When you're devoted to anything, you put your heart and soul in it.
Great
If we're
word.
devoted to each other, then nothing will fail. And those are my 3 things.
Devoted is a great word. I like that. I'll take that from you one day. Go right ahead, Mr. King. What are your
my 3 needs. Well, first of all, it's always gonna be sex. All right.
I respect that.
That's one need. I mean, yeah,
That's a big need.
that's a must.
I
Okay.
agree.
Because if not, I'm gonna get it from somebody else. So that's a must.
Y'all ladies, y'all listen to Mr. King. Lord,
That's a
help
must.
us.
All right.
Go ahead. And what's your other?
The other one is that I want a woman to love me for me. No money, okay, not my amazing sex. Just love me for me. You know what I'm saying? So okay. And another thing is that I like me a secure woman. I want a woman who knows that she's confident in herself and confident in me. Okay.
That's respect. I like that.
Because I can't have an insecure woman at all, because I done dealt with that before, and no way in the world could that ever work with me.
All right, now I'm just gonna say this before, and I'm gonna jump to Miss Janine. You did all this talking about your amazing sex, ladies. If you know something that I need to know, holla at your girl, because I'm gonna call him out. If it ain't what he said it is. All right, Miss Janine. All right.
For herself.
All right, so let's move on to Miss Janine.
I need patience from my husband, because neither one of us are perfect, and I need forgiveness, and I need him to believe in himself and our relationship.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's good. That's real. You have to believe in them. You have to believe in each other. All right, Mr. Elijah Blue.
My 3 needs would be spiritual, sexual,
Absolutely.
and smart. I say spiritual because there's so much wrapped in that good book, as far as love, patience, being kind, and forgiving. I say sexual because I'm just a very sexual guy. I like nudity. You gotta keep it spicy.
See, I'm the only one. See?
Like nudity,
And, I say smart because you have to be intelligent enough to make the right decisions and pick and choose your battles. So if you're smart, sexual, and spiritual, you got something going on.
I hear that. I respect that all day.
Ah.
Miss Vanilla.
Yeah.
And what's your 3 needs?
I'll piggyback on the crew here. Everybody's spiritual first.
Yes,
First and foremost, you got to know the Almighty God. Jesus, you got to know Him.
Right.
And we got to put that in the center of it all, and everything else will fall into place.
I respect that.
And after that spiritual thing, I'm like Marvin Gaye. Sexual healing. I'm just saying, ain't nothing like some sexual healing. It is very important. So many women are running around here uptight and upset.
Girl, I understand.
They ain't had no good sex. They have not had no good
She's
sex.
telling the truth.
That's it.
I'm just saying.
That's it.
And last but not least, keep it real for me, baby. Just keep it real.
Yeah.
If it's something that I'm not doing, let me know.
Absolutely.
Please believe I'm going to deliver. I'm every woman. I can do it all.
I know that's right.
And that's just me.
That's
That's me.
Are you sure you're married?
Well, see, some things.
But that's a good thing.
Not everything.
Maybe that's the reason why she
Okay,
is.
we all fall short.
There it is.
We all fall short.
That's good.
No, I'm not married, but I'm almost is. Just like it.
Well, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being on the show today. I truly appreciate you. And I would like to thank Jesse for allowing us to shoot at a cut above. We appreciate that.
Thank
if
you, Jesse.
Need a barber, holla at Jesse, holla at Janine, holla at Ken, holla at Miss Janine.
Miss P got you. I got you.
They got you. So I'm going to be coming back
do
with
it
the
all.
question of the day. And we'll speak to you soon. Thank you so much for tuning into the night.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy.
Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're going to finish